24. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Raiders and the Bengals, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
11 empty, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Mixon last week, 19 carries, 68 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games.
And the Raiders have got him. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Juju Brents comes up for the stop. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
But when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
11.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Raiders at 3-0 here in the month of September. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Looking for Chase on the outrun. He's got him.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. 11.
Now it's Burrow.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
That was the game. That was weird. Like the frame drops there.
Game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor.
Good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That one complete to Trey Tucker.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the Bengals 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Holding offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10, Taylor now.
There's the stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well, you make the secondary do all the tackling. That will wear on a defense.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Taylor will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Tyree Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
Well, I'm sure he said challenge accepted. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Now inside the 25. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Bengals set to take over.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Gun. Gun. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11,
They
11.
begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
Fielded at about the 28.
A very nice but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done. And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 1. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start out with an AFC East matchup between Buffalo and the New York Jets. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Dameon Pierce, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Runs through the contact. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. And the Las Vegas first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 1. They run once more with Taylor. Wiggles free. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Running right through him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Try to punch it in with Taylor. They'll get neither the touchdown.
Seriously, with the one-arm tackle, and he's got a fucking X factor. Come on, man.
It's going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know what? You can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They go play action with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Here we go.
2nd and 11 now.
At the 35-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, it's Burrow. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion left goes Boyd.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the
I got to be real careful not to have a turnover here. I got to have a good drive. Even if I don't score, I got to take time off the clock.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow going quickly there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier?
I love the holding there. I love how their right tackle's completely holding my end. But no call.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fit. Now, a 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
match all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor.
And some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. Touchdown, Raiders!
Trey Tucker, 27 yards. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
They juked him, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. He finds his running back, Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Burrow on third down. And going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at him.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Burrow will throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow.
Left with no option here but to throw it away. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
11 mighty.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. McPherson on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Back to throw here. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
He has Mayer complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and 3. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Raiders escape with a victory.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Raiders, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the